respected and beloved Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Professor at University Nagapattinam, respected my classmate Dr. Bhaskaran, Principal Scientist at Hyderabad, respected Dr. Reddy sir, various KVKs, subject matter specialist of KVKs of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, a very happy and pleasant morning to all. Really, it's a great pleasure and privilege for me for the fuller support and leadership and directions. Really, our most respected Madam Vice Chancellor is a guiding force and constantly advising us for the successful conduct of various events in the KVKs. Due to unavoidable circumstances, our Madam Vice Chancellor is not attending the program today. However, respected Madam has given consent to attend the event in tomorrow's validity program. Further, I place on record my gratitude to Dr. Sheikh Meera, our beloved Director Atari, Hyderabad, who has consented to jointly organize this event at a TNAU Coimbatore and also providing necessary financial and technical support from the ICR Atari. Due to urgent official commitment, our respected Director Atari is not in a position to join us today. However, we all very well know that his mind, his heart and his thinking will be with our KVK program today. Again, I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Apparao sir, Director of Extension Education, Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Science University, Dr. Veerapatran sir, Director of Extension Education, Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University, for accepting our request to grace this event, besides permitting the KVK scientists under their administrative control to attend this program. I also welcome my beloved classmate Dr. Bhaskaran, Principal Scientist, and Dr. A.R. Reddy sir, Principal Scientist from ICR Atari, Hyderabad, who are representing our Director Atari and also going to anchor the program for the next 2 days. I also welcome all the university officers, scientists, experts of TNAU for this event. I welcome all the program coordinators, senior scientists and scientists of KVKs and subject matter specialists of all the 33 KVKs of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. I welcome my colleague Dr. Anand Raja, the Professor Head Training Division, who is always supporting us in organizing all the events in the Directorate of Extension Education. I welcome other colleagues, Dr. Sendil, Dr. Axelia, Dr. Tilak, Dr. Jay Seer, and all the other supporting staff of Directorate of Extension Education for this event. I welcome all the media person and other staff members for this workshop. Here, I wish to share that on this occasion, that KVKs have come a long way in preparation of this action plan by adhering the various processes. KVKs had various interaction meetings with the line department officials, FPOs, progressive farmers, key informants, and also conducting PR exercise, RRA, diagnostic field visit, which enabled them in understanding the field problems and technical needs of the farming community. Besides, the input received from Atari scientist, Atari director, and also the suggestion given by the respected Vice Chancellor, DEs of all the university. In addition, the Atari director, they have given the guidelines for preparation of action plan, which acts as a roadmap for preparation of action plan. Again, we have prepared a technical inventory that we have circulated to all the KVKs. It will serve as a reference material for preparation action plan. And I am very proud to say that with the help of Dr. A. Bhaskaran, we have simplified the presentation in the recent years. Following the PowerPoints and the presentation will be made by the nodal scientists during this workshop. To facilitate this process, a separate Google Drive is shared for all the KVKs for uploading all the presentation under 8 themes. During this research essential interface meeting organized in the last month, the KVK scientists had an opportunity to have interaction with the experts for preparation of action plan. I request all the program coordinators, subject matter specialists to use this 2 days for effective preparation of action plan. Kindly, you are coming for this workshop, try to avoid other activities going for other department, other university works. Once again, I welcome you all and Once again, I thank both the director and scientist from Atari for having come over here and gracing this event. I thank once again. I also thank all the PCs and senior scientists and heads and subject matter specialists for cooperating all the activities conducted by the Director of Extension Education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
The Director of Extension Education, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore. The Director of Extension Education, Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalitha, Fisheries University, Nagapattinam. Respected Dr. K. Veerabhadran sir, the project coordinators and senior scientists and head. It is a nice beginning from a dynamic Director of Extension Education here to start this action plan, what we are going to do for the next year, 24-25. Though the Director of Atari and respected Madam, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, were not present here because of some preoccupied engagements. Still, with their guidance, we have started this action plan and we are going to go ahead for the next year. I feel very proud to stand in front of you with such an eminent faces here, so bright faces who are very much interested to plan this action plan for the forthcoming year. I'd like to mention a few things before we go into the exact session of the action plan. I think you know very well that India is an agricultural country with more than 70% of population are engaged in agriculture, and Tamil Nadu with around 1.3 lakh square kilometers area, out of which nearly 63 lakh hectares are used for plantation. That means agriculture is one of the main occupation in India. Okay. So now the present situation, we always think about, plan about doubling the farmer's income, increasing the production, either agriculture production, livestock production or fisheries production, etc. But now the present need of the hour, the current situation is about resilient agriculture. Is it not? So there are some disastrous, there is a lot of change in the climate which is coming up, and of course in the previous meetings also Madam was, the Honorable Vice Chancellor TNAU was talking about thinking about drought resistant varieties. So now our aim is to think about how do we do agriculture, how do we do livestock production with this drastic climatic change, disaster management in critical climates. So that we have to focus. Of course, we also think about the increase in production in agriculture, livestock sector, fishery sector, everything. But among these action plans, I insist that there should be one or two topics to how we manage the agriculture production or fisheries production or livestock production during this sort of climatic conditions. So that is one important thing which I wanted to mention to you today, that we have to also think about this climatic change and more concentrate on the resilient agriculture, climatic resilient agriculture. And of course, right from 2011, ICR and the Government of India, Department of Agriculture is focusing more on this CRA, climate resilient agriculture, but still they have started new projects, more focus and research is towards CRA, but still we are here to exactly help the farmers. So we are the grassroots level. I think Murugan sir will agree with me that the VBSY, all the KVKs has done a wonderful and excellent one. So even our Honorable DDG Extension was appreciating so much that in VBSY, each and every project coordinator has toiled and displayed and showcased the activities of the not only the other fields but also the activities of the KVKs. That is one of the wonderful things. and we are the people who reach the farmers and who give solutions for the farmers' problems. Of course, there are many systems which are required, like intensive integrated farming system, and now the present situation, as I told, we require water management through micro irrigation system. So that is also one of the need of the hour. And of course, organic farming has started up, and the use of various organic chemicals has been restricted now. Many people focus more on the organic production and organic farming. And one more thing which has been stressed or impetus given on soil health improvement through biofertilizer, that is green manuring. And of course, everybody, I think I am not fit enough to tell about this sort of things, agriculture related thing, but still I would like to mention a few things like integrated nutrient management and integrated pest management technologies. A lot of technologies are available. I think these are some of the technologies which are required for the improvement of agricultural production. And one more thing, when we talk about organic farming, one thing comes to my mind. I think last year also I was telling about heritage practices. Wherever I go, I just insist on heritage practices. Kindly pick up these heritage practices, and I think we have to insist on there is a technology inventory to be released next tomorrow. But I also insist that some of you can contribute. There are some heritage practices according to the places, to the different places of the districts of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. And these heritage practices are very valuable when we adopt some, when we want to have these organic farming, these heritage practices, traditional practices are very, very important. So we have to identify all those practices, and that can be circulated. So that has to be reiterated. A few people, now we have come to a generation that we forgot all these traditional or heritage practices that need to be again remembered, and that has to be adopted for better organic farming and better production. So with these few words, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and I wish all the project coordinators a very warm welcome, and the next 2 days let us have a great action plan, and of course no doubt about Atari Zone 10, the whole action plan has been meticulously planned. So the template has been circulated nicely, and all of them have given their input, and the execution of this program by the Directorate of Extension Education, TNAU. I thank you very much for this opportunity. Once again, thank you very much.
Respected Apparavu Donwas, BE, Principal Scientist of Zone 10, Atari. Then Dr. N. Anandaraja, Professor Nadet, Training Division of TNAs, that is included of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, for this review and action plan meeting for the. Well, I thank to the team that is backbone of that access education. A warm good morning to all. It is an honor for me to stand before you today to offer a felicitation on this review come annual action plan workshop of KVKs. Today we are here to present our action plan for the year 24-25 and the achievement success of our peers who have worked hard to reach their goals to make a difference in their lives and in the life of others, that is for the development of all KVKs. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Dr. P.P. Murugan and his team for arranging this a wonderful workshop for KVKs. your achievements and plan of work for the year 24-25 to serve an inspiration to all of us and to cross the pathway of succeed everything. Your hard work, determination and perseverance serve as a treatment to the power of KVKs, that is Farm Science Centers of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. In addition, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Atari Director and TNAU VC. They have gone for some urgent work because of preoccupations. I would thank for them for their unwilling support and encouragement of our extension faculty. I am also truly thankful for the opportunity to be a part of this incredible KVKs. Once again, I wish all PCs and those who are going to present their action plan for the year 2024-25 to achieve the same. Thank you one and all for giving me opportunity for this.
And Dr. Veerabhadran, Director Extension, Fisheries University. Till date, we are mostly focused on various activities like OFTs, FLDs, trainings, all focused towards improving the productivity of livestock and crops. But now slowly, along with these activities, we are concentrating on other activities like post-production activities. That is value addition, processing, value chain management, marketing, e-marketing, marketing through groups, farmer producer organizations. All these activities slowly we are shifting our focus. Even Government of India as well as policy makers focus also changing towards these activities. If we see at our training as well as our specialization, we are not fully equipped to take up all these challenges in a better way. But anyhow, we are doing these activities. Not only these, from time and time we are given various activities like VBSY. As Dr. Apparao sir already told that the precision and efforts with which Tamil Nadu KVKs executed this VBSY, it is really appreciable. Once again, on behalf of Atari, I congratulate and appreciate all the efforts put up by the Tamil Nadu KVKs, meticulously organizing this VBSY. Really, it is appreciable. Not only these type of many activities are given to the KVKs. Last week we had annual action plan meeting of Telangana KVKs at Hyderabad. Incidentally, DGICR was also there at Hyderabad, so he came to our workshop and interacted with our KVKs. As per DG sir, Government of India and ICR is going to revamp the KVKs. Revamping in terms of manpower, in terms of infrastructure as well as farm development. Probably within a short period we may get more manpower, scientific manpower as well as supporting manpower, as well as grants for developing infrastructure and farm. DGs are interacted with our KVKs in that workshop, and KVKs gave very good feedback. One of the common point many were mentioned was about reporting. We are burdened with many types of reports. So sir told that this is being taken up at ICR level and they are in the process of making a comprehensive reporting platform like KVK portal or something like that. So probably we may be relieved of this reporting in near future. But anyhow, if we see, our mandate is also going to be expanded, as well as manpower is going to be expanded. So we should be ready to take up all these types of challenges. Regarding this workshop, This is, I think, in two formats. First, the PCs will present about the work done during last year. I request all the PCs to present it very briefly, because all these activities were elaborately discussed during earlier action plan meetings, so that we will complete these presentations today itself, and tomorrow we will discuss elaborately on new activities to be taken up, because that is more important, because there are new activities which needs to be discussed with in the presence of experts, and we will make the action plan more relevant and more focused and more accurate by including the suggestions of the experts. So once again, I congratulate all of you and thank you all.
As my senior sir is mentioning, this is a mandated activity. Conducting action plan is a mandated activity, and this year you might have seen a small change in the program. That is, review will be conducted before planning the program for next year. So you will be thinking what you will do during the action plan workshop, whether you have to present all these things again. This year action plan workshop is going to be a little bit different. So today all your achievements will be reviewed, but in a very short manner. No need to present a detailed program, the background of your OFT, all these things need not be presented. We need to know the title and what result you got and what you are going to do in future, whether this OFT is going to be continued or to be discontinued. To be continued means with the proper justification. That's all is what is needed here. And whether this OFT will be converted to FLD, if not, why? So all these things will be reviewed in the morning, and all the directors of extension will be reviewing you in our presence, of course. So I request, as Dr. A.R. sir said, be brief in presenting the achievements. And there are some other points which you want to capture. Your template will have all those information. You want to capture certain other points which will be noting down. And be brief in your presentation so that you can finish in one day. On behalf of our Director of ICR Atari, I wish to say certain points and our expectations from ICR Atari, from all the KVKs and from all the universities. Though it is a 2 days program, it will be systematic and review will be elaborate and in-depth. And tomorrow's program, why we are conducting in 1 day means only new projects will be presented. So there may not be much new projects. Many will be continuing projects for second year or sometimes rarely third year. But still it is being conducted in three sessions so that experts will be thoroughly seeing those projects. So certain points to be observed during these 2 days as well as in the coming 1 year. I would like to highlight these are all messages from our director, Dr. Sheikh and Mira sir, who could not attend today's program due to unexpected reoperation. See, the conversion ratio of OFTs to FLDs, last year we have reviewed that, but not so thoroughly, but this year we will be a little bit serious on that. Our conversion ratio is just 20% or even less than that. Why we are curtailing with OFT? So frontline extension, it is clearly defined that it will start with assessment. Once it is successful, it will go to demonstration. Once it is successful, it will go to mainstream extension through line departments, and it will be included in trainings and awareness programs. But the conversion of OFT to FLDs, it's just 20% or less than that in our whole zone. So that will be viewed seriously. You have to highlight why you are dropping the OFT at OFT stage, whether the technology failed. If 80% of technologies failed, whether you have conveyed this message to the research system. Reasons for failure. It may not be a failure of technology per se, but even it may be due to acceptance of farmers, acceptance of traders, acceptance by consumers. So that needs to be recorded, and we have to record whether we have conveyed this message to the research system. That you have to take care of, at least from this year onwards. As Sir was mentioning, always we are stopping with productivity and profitability. When our DG sir visited the action plan work, he came to the action plan workshop of Telangana KVKs, and he was asking the opinion of all the scientists and heads present over there about what can be done to revamp the KVKs, to improve the functioning of KVKs. One of the suggestions came particularly from home science. I think sufficient number of home science scientists are present over here. They told our DG sir that they are not getting enough importance in the KVK, they are not getting enough, how many of you are there? Say good number. I think you will all agree that home science is getting less attention, less focus. That's what they told our DG sir. One of the reasons is we are stopping with our demonstration, recording only the production, productivity and maximum BC ratio. We are stopping with that. That's why it is not spreading to, say, most of the farmers. So we should focus not only on production, productivity and profitability, but the value chain and marketing side. So hereafter, that should be part of your say mandate, and every technology which you are demonstrating should end up with supporting those farmers who are adapting with say value chain and marketing activity. You are all having supporting FPOs with you. Though we are not establishing FPOs, but we are providing hand-holding to the FPOs, either through them or through SHGs or forming your own groups. So each and every of your activities would end up with supporting those entrepreneurs or farmers in marketing. Should so go up to that. And as usual, all the OFTs, FLTs, whatever it may be, it must include integrated crop management, not the technology alone. Any technology should have ICM package with it. It need not be mentioned in the action plan, the details of technology. Variety means just mention the variety in the action plan, but it should be supported with ICM, because this ICM we have been recommending farmers for the last 40-50 years, but when we are not taking up in our own OFTs and FLTs, how farmers will do. So through this, at least everything whatever is there in the crop production guide, now crop production guide, earlier we used to buy or get printed copies, then it became soft copies. Now it is Agritech portal, thanks to Dr. Anandaraj and his team. Now everything is available in Agritech portal. Most probably they will be developing more and more up so that it can be accessed easily. So those things should form part of your OFTs and FLTs. This is a must. This will be reviewed next year. While submitting your annual report, you will see that all the OFTs and FLTs had ICM in that. And trainings, if you see, we are not reviewing thoroughly or approving any training titles per se. We will just see that whether each SMS is having enough trainings or not. But the relevance of the training, it should be relevant for this particular time, relevant to the region, relevant to the farmer's needs. So relevance of trainings must be taken care of. Every training must end up with some measurable impact. If not, don't conduct such trainings, don't waste your manpower, don't waste the KVK money. Any training topic, it should be relevant to the present situation, relevant to the problems of farmers, and it should have some measurable impact after 1 year, after 2 years, after 5 years. See, just imagine what the training you have conducted for years back, whether the training is relevant nowadays, and how many of them are following. Success rate should be at least 20 to 30% in every training, not say 100% or 80%, at least 20 to 30% success must be there in every training. And as usual, our director is very strict on avoiding non-mandated activities of KVKs. Any activity conducted officially recorded in KVK must be related to the mandate of ICR, mandate of say KVK. Mandate of your own host institute, maybe if you are involved, if it is unavoidable, that should not be part of our action plan. See that our action plan contains sufficient workload, and within the mandate of ICR, within the mandate of Atari, within the mandate of KVK, anything extra you are doing, it is up to you as per your willingness. And there will be one slide showing your activities, non-mandated activities, time percentage. If you are giving the truth, it is okay. If you are not giving the truth, that is also okay for us. But see that the salary which I am getting, I want to contribute totally to the mandate of Atari. Similarly, for the salary you are taking from KVK, you should contribute entirely to the KVK mandated activities. Anything extra is welcome. There are so many people doing social service. Like that, we should also think that I am doing a social service, attending to my university work, attending my NGO work, attending, serving the say people, not even farmers, everybody out of my own interest. That is okay. Nobody can question that. And instructional forms. Actually, we are reporting 30, 40 demo units and instructional forms in the annual report. See that every instructional form is a real model form, well maintained. It must be a model form. Anytime you can record a video or you can call any VIP and show your instructional form. And as insisted, every instructional form also must have QR code easily accessible with self-guiding instructional forms. That means if a person comes, he can go around the instructional form, just scan the QR code and get the information either as text, video or audio. Nowadays, so many cloud spaces available at free of cost. Even TNAU is offering space. You can upload the video, audio. See that the resolution is tuned to mobile phone. No need to have high resolution videos or high resolution audio also. Just reduce the resolution so that on mobile it will look normal. So that is one of the important point which our director is insisting always. Of course, publications in Tamil Nadu, the KVKs, the publications are good, but still you can improve. But there are certain issues, publications from extension, even if a scientist, a pathologist or entomologist are publishing from KVK, most of the journals are not accepting the publications. See their requirement and work accordingly. There is no restriction on collecting additional data from your OFT and FLD. But in KVK there is no such restriction. You can conduct any number of OFTs. One OFT can have even 10 replications and collect any. See, there is no restriction for data collection. You need not report to ATAR, you need not report to university. Collect enough data. Let it be an extension-oriented, say, scientific research. You can publish in good journals. Journals are looking for good data, particularly NAS-rated and say rated journals are looking for good data and reliable data. So focus on that part also. Points may be a little bit more. Please kindly excuse me, but we have to deliver these messages. This is the only occasion I can deliver such messages. And revolving fund. This year, I said is going to be very strict. We are getting information that the revolving funds are, some of the KVKs are not having their own revolving fund account, and many KVKs are channeling the revolving fund directly to the host institute, not depositing all the, showing all the revenue generated in that KVK in their revolving fund account. Every KVK must have their own revolving fund account operated by the head of KVK, not operated by the university, not operated by NGO. Revolving fund will be audited from this year onwards separately by our own finance officer. If required, we may call auditor also. Each KVK must have their own revolving fund account. All the revenue generated through seed sales or whatever activity it may be, even if you are working in a KVK attached to a research center and you are producing the seed, that profit should go to your own revolving fund and follow the ratio 70%, 30%. So revolving fund, there is no need to get the approval of director or ICR. Some are writing, but that is not needed. Revolving fund is operated by the KVK and you follow the financial say powers available to the head. Or if it is within the head's power, you can spend. If it is not within the head's power, you can channel it through your director of extension, get it approved by the university. I don't think present day setup, thanks to Dr. P.P. Murugan sir and the most respected Vice Chancellor Madam, they are all pro KVK. I don't think any time your proposal got negative from university. So with such a good setup, I think there won't be any problem in spending the revolving fund. See, generating revolving fund is important. More important is spending the revolving fund. You need not save money for the KVK. Spend it for, say, revolving fund. There is no limitation. You can spend for buildings, building repair, maintenance, purchase of machinery, anything. For which ICR's approval is not needed. What we need is how much you have generated, how much you have spent for the KVK, and how much is your saving. In future, there is an indication that you may have to spare a certain percentage, 0.5 or 1% of your income towards the organization which sanctioned you this revolving fund. That may come, but there is no strong message about that. Then about externally funded projects, our director is time and again insisting. I think all of you got the message. Whatever external funded projects you are proposing to apply should be routed through your controlling officers, and it should come to director for approval before applying for the externally funded, because full salary ICR is paying and university and your NGOs are monitoring that. So getting salary from one organization on working, providing your manpower to some other organization by just getting a meager little amount of fund and providing entire data to them, and they are claiming whole total responsibility, and they are taking the entire credit for themselves, and what credit the KVK is getting is a little bit of money, maybe one or two publications. So this is not acceptable. Any externally funded project should be routed through your controlling officer, means university, through proper channel, and it should get the approval of Director Atari. After getting the project, Director Atari may not permit you to operate the project. So your proposal itself should be routed through Atari, and once your project is sanctioned, after getting the sanction letter, just inform Atari also that you got the project sanctioned. Number two, most important thing is any externally funded project must be within the mandate of your KVK and within the mandate of ICR and Atari. Outside the mandate, we cannot operate in KVK, and there are several. This information this is not only issue in Tamil Nadu or in our zone. This is an issue in whole India, and there are high-level committees formed by ICR to monitor such activities. Any activity, any project operated by KVK must be within the mandate of the KVK, and while submitting the projects, you must justify in what way this will help the KVK, in what way this will help the staff of KVK, in what way this will help the farmers of your district by operating this project. Mere say generating some data, conducting some survey, generating some data and sending to some agencies, though it is within the mandate, if it is not of any use to farmers or KVK or say staff of our KVK, such things the director will be very meticulously seeing. And some 4 or 5 registrations they have already taken, and all the registrations are done in Tamil Nadu because it is easy, it seems, in Tamil Nadu, not in Bangalore or Karnataka or Kerala. And all the KVKs entrepreneurs, whatever means the product, activity, technology, they are allowed to use the logo, and the university in collaboration with Atari or university alone or few KVKs jointly, because having an established brand, entrepreneurs will have some always some advantage in selling their product. Instead of that brand, people will have some acceptable brand separate name for KVK system alone, so that all our entrepreneurs must be provided after thoroughly testing the quality of the product. Testing for 4+4, 4 OFTs and 4 FLDs is to ensure that your work is having quality rather than quantity. 4+4 means it's not strict, it is interchangeable. You can have 8 OFTs or 8 FLDs, but not 100% very strict. Some OFTs may require very high manpower. If you are operating only 2 OFTs without any FLD, with proper justification, that will be permitted, but not more than 8 both put together, because you cannot have quality work if you have more OFTs and more FLDs. So you should have quality OFTs and FLDs. As usual, produce short videos, and it is the responsibility of program coordinators to see that the time allocation is proper for all the SMS. Though you will be presenting for 100% staff strength during action plan, depending on your staff strength, you see that all the SMS, and actually I got one suggestion, I don't know who it is, why you are called SMS, why not as scientists? We are all scientists. We are subject matter specialists. Even our division is called SMD, subject matter division. It's only an indication. It doesn't mean that we are a technician or below technician. We are all scientists, but SMS is not a designation, but it's an indication. We are all scientists. So see that all the scientists are having enough workload, and just enough workload, not to overload them. If you overload them, then definitely there will be quality compromise. And there are certain indications that we have to compromise the quality in certain data. I think hereafter will be very strict on that. Even your annual report this year, many of you might have got it returned for checking the data. So hereafter be careful while reporting. And last 3-4 years I have established, even at the headquarters, that our achievements in terms of number of farmers attended, number of participants in a meeting may be below the average of all India level, but these are all true data. I had a strong argument with our headquarters. We report what the number we got. We will not just say that 500 farmers attended, 4,000 farmers attended, just gathering the farmers at one corner taking a photo. This is part of the meeting. This I have established with headquarters. I had an argument with some of my own colleagues working in the headquarters that the reports coming from our zone, these are all genuine. That's why numbers may not match with your expectations. So always be genuine. Always your data must be genuine. See, yield also, well, just for the purpose of having 15% plus more yield than farmers practice, don't go by that formula. You report the actual yields. If it is less than farmers practice, you will report to the research system, or otherwise we will report to the research system. I have gathered more than 12 years of our OFT and FLD data. Trend is varying, but still we have the performance of your data for the last more than 12 years. And as I told, fund flow in any form, either from ICR or from the university or from NABARD, whatever it may be, it will be monitored very closely. That is the purpose of requesting you to open separate bank accounts for individual projects. It is having a lot of resistance from the universities now, but this is going to happen in future. Even your KVK account will be directly monitored by the funding agency. We will not get any money in our account. It will be only notional. We will get that you got 400 crores budget, and we will prepare release proposal and submit it to the funding agency. Not even ICR will get the money per se in the bank. Money will be received directly by the KVK. Sometimes money will be deposited directly to the beneficiary's account. If you are buying an instrument, that money will not come to your KVK account also. Everything will be notional on PFMS. Finally, the receiving agency will receive it. So be careful with handling money. And finally, one or 2 points, as Dr. A.R. Reddy sir was telling, it was excellent work done by all our KVKs, SMS, in spite of difficulty during Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. Thanks to one and all, I think we all must have reviewed you at different stages, and even we felt that workload is too high, and I used to get some hundreds of phone calls. And thanks to all ICR scientists also, 67 of them supported us, and it was a grand success. Thanks to Dr. P.P. Murugan sir, Dr. Senthil and all others who formed committees to follow. And it's the duty assigned to us. It's the duty assigned to us. We had no option to say no, and we have done it perfectly well. In the whole India, only in Tamil Nadu, KVKs conducted the Viksit Bharat very successfully, and we have finished 12,525 village panchayats without omitting even a single village panchayat. Throughout India, this is the first state to finish Viksit Bharat on time, very successfully. Thanks to one and all. Due recognition will be given to you. We are for last 3-4 months we are waiting for our respected Honorable DG sir's time. Most probably I will see that that recognition is done during at least during the journal workshop. And as I said, reporting should be on time. Be careful while reporting. And say there are complaints always that the data which you are submitting is asked time and again, several times, same data. Why don't you compare from the data available with you? What I feel is, I have so many of you to assist us, single-handedly again going through the old data, compiling them, because hourly or within half an hour we are being asked to report. Please excuse us for some more days until there is a common reporting system developed by ICR. Whenever we ask, even if it is a repeated report, please don't feel it take it the other way, because we cannot do with our manpower available, and you have to help us report on time. And till date we are maintaining that at the ICR headquarters, that ICR Attari will be reporting first, and it will be Pakka report, we will maintain that. Thanks to one and all for maintaining that good name. And I thank Dr. P.P. Murugan sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Sekhar Meera sir, for making this possible. And as sir told, it should be only 2 days event. We have shortened as much as possible to reduce your workload. and the review will be completed in one day today. We'll have some good time, some useful time during the zonal workshop, and the new proposal will also be for show full strength everywhere. No one should leave the hall wherever you are being assigned, and presentations will be at random. It will not be in alphabetical order or in any order. It will be at random. It will be called at any time. And all the SMS must be present during the presentation. If any questions are asked, you must be ready to answer them. So thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity, and thank you one and all for bearing my lengthy speech, but it was necessary. Thank you all again.
Good morning to all. Indeed, it's great pleasure to stand before you to propose the vote of thanks of this inaugural function. Yes, our Honorable Vice Chancellor is not available here, but she has permitted us to convene this review cum annual action plan workshop, and on behalf of the Directorate of External Education, on behalf of all the participants here, we are expressing our sincere thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, and similarly to the Vice Chancellors of our spin-off organizations like Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, and as well as Tamil Nadu Dr. J. Jayalalitha Fisheries University. And in fact, our beloved Director Attari is scheduled to attend that meeting. He has given us the date and time and all these background exercises, and due to that an official engagement he could not able to participate. It's our great pleasure to express our sincere thanks to that the Director, Dr. Sheikh N. Meera, Director Attari Hyderabad, Zone 10, and his team, particularly Dr. Reddy sir and as well as Dr. Bhaskaran sir, who has given you that lot of, even though Dr. Bhaskaran sir mentioned that I have took a long time and I have given that lengthy talk, but all are valuable, and what the points we have to, the take home messages he has insisted, starting from that how we, the instruction form and how that our revolving fund and how that how much of the conversion of that OFT into that FLD, and how the training program have to be a measurable one, and all these points, and even you can propose, but don't do that beyond the mandated activities of ICR or Attari. All these things he has highlighted. Thank you very much, sir, quoting all these pinpoint message to each and everyone. And in fact, this is the first time after Dr. P. P. Murugan sir assuming the Director of Education, all the program coordinators and the senior scientists and gets all the SMSs of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are assembling here. We can have a lot of cross-learning and exchanging of ideas, taking the best practices from the others, and we can replicate. It is a best platform. And in fact, Dr. Reddy sir also expressed that now we are slowly shifting that our activities not only on the production, now we are going for the post-production activities. And the sir has highlighted that our reporting systems is going to be reduced, and he has also our Honorable DG sir mentioned during that zonal review meeting at the Telangana last week that the manpower and additional budget and the revamping of KVKs are all pipeline. I hope the positive messages will come, sir. Thank you very much coming over from Hyderabad and sharing that. He has been toiling last 15 days, and he has given that identification of the nodal SMS from the KVKs, and formulated the 8 things with the support of Senthil, Dr. M. Senthil Kumar, and given that the Google link and the Zoom link, and we had a thorough exercise of the what we are going to propose from the variety and up to the team of extension. And he is the man behind bringing these laurels and bringing that the KVKs, the frontline extension systems, to the as a role model to the entire country. So in this context, it's my great pleasure, sir, and privilege to express our sincere thanks to you, sir, and not only to him and the whole team of our Director of Education, Dr. Aksilya, Dr. M. Senthil Kumar, and J. Tilagam and J. Sridhar, all the non-teaching and the supporting teams, including the video and other all members. And now it's my duty to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Paura sir. He has highlighted that the importance of the outside climate. You see that even in the hall, we are struggling that the morning we can have that lot of sweating, lot of things, and you see in the field how that the farmers are, particularly the climate resilient agriculture, and he has highlighted about that the mulching techniques, water saving techniques, particularly the micro irrigation, sprinkler and the kind of things, and how to that the integrated farming systems, even though we know that integrated farming systems components and all the aspects, but how it has to be scientifically, economically brought, and how it has to be popularized, all the points he has been highlighting. And thank you very much, sir, on behalf of our Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, on behalf of the Directorate of Atari, we express our sincere thanks to you and as well as your team members, particularly from that our Professor and Head from that Veterinary University Research and Training Center, VURTC, Sarvanam sir is here, and thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And in fact, Dr. Veerabhadran sir, I hope sir is the first meeting here of assuming the Director of Extension Education in the Tamil Nadu JHLD, the Fisheries University. And sir has highlighted about that the importance of the KVK systems and educating the farming communities. And thank you very much, sir, for giving your opening remarks and educating that our subject matter specialists and as well as the heads of the department how to look forward for the KVK systems in the days to come. And finally, and the expectation either from the district administration or from the ICAR or from the Atari or from the university or from the any of the stakeholders, the KVK's expectations is very high. Yes, there are many of the activities are simultaneously taking up, and I hope these 2 days deliberations and the discussion will make much of pathway to take up the good technologies, how we can replicate into our context. And it's my pleasure and thanks to that all the program coordinators, the senior scientists and heads of the KVKs, and as well as all the subject matter specialists coming over from not only from the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University KVKs, Veterinary University KVKs or the Fishery University KVKs, from all the deemed universities and the non-governmental organizations and the government of Puducherry KVKs. There are 2 KVKs, Puducherry and the Karaikal. And my sincere thanks to that our video team and as well as that 2 program assistants, program assistant, technical computers, they are all supporting, and Mr. Srinivasan from KVK Dharmaburi, who is also supporting us. And all, if anybody is mentioned, please don't take it in other way. And thank you very much for that wonderful opportunities. Thank you very much.